Hi guys. So this is our first round of our gift wrapping marathon. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and a safe one as well. We are back here at the library and open and ready to go, and I'm really excited to do this craft with you guys. I will remind you that we have our kits ready and available if you want to come and pick them up. You have almost everything you need in here. The only thing we did not provide was the wrapping paper, tape, and stuff like of that nature. So for this craft especially, we have in your kit, you're going to have this little bag of glitter puffballs. Ooh. There's a random one swimming in here. Okay, and you also have bags of string lights. Now you can do this one of two ways, or you can do it with both. We gave you both the options. And for the second one we're going to do today, we have buttons, and they're in this bag right here. I recommend just kind of pouring this on a plate or something and fishing out the buttons. So there is that. And what we're going to need to do for this, I'm going to put this out of the way. So I pulled out my instructions. Here they are, ready to go. And it says that we're going to need brown wrapping paper, tape, glue, and a marker. So I have my marker here, and tacky glue, Elmer's glue will work. Any glue you got lying around the house. I believe stick glue will work too. And I have already pre-wrapped our packages that we're going to use today because I'm really bad at wrapping things on camera, guys. Like really bad. So we're going to start with this one. Okay. So we have our paper lights and our glitter pom-poms, and what I'm going to do after we've wrapped our present, which is what our instructions tell us to do, we're going to take this marker, we're just going to draw a random line. I suggest doing this sparingly, so what I'm going to do, can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and just kind of do that. And then I'm going to come and kind of do the same thing at the bottom. Cool, right? All right. And the idea is that you continue this down. So like if I just did this, I'm going to connect that dot right there. I'm going to go up that way. And then I'm just going to continue this swirly line all the way around. I'm actually going to connect it with that one. I missed. It's okay if you missed. We can cover that up, the puffball. All right, and then this line comes down and out. It doesn't have to be too complicated. The idea is just to make it look good, and it's okay if they don't quite connect. All right, so we have our loops. I made this one a little wonky, but that's okay. So we have our loops. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose to use the glitter ones, but if you were to use the paper ones, you do the same thing. So they're paper cutout lights, and they look like this. I'm gonna show you in depth these since I'm choosing not to use these. They look like this. And so what you would do is glue them all along this line so that you have colored string lights on your package. And that's how you would do that. You do that with the whole thing. So if you wanted a more flat package that you know you're gonna stack stuff on top of, you would just do that. We have all sorts of colors in here too. Like it would probably make more sense if you did it this way, maybe. You could alternate them. You could do it like that. Or you could have them facing all one way. You just glue all of these down. And like I said, these are in your kit. You don't have to worry about trying to cut these out or do anything by yourself. So I'm not going to use them. I want this one to be 3D. And also if you didn't have enough of these, you could do with the paper on the sides of the package, which I might end up doing. You never know. So I'm going to start by kind of just dumping this out and placing them all over the package. Just like what it says in the picture. From what I can tell in the picture, there's like 2 or 3 on the sides and maybe like 10 or so on the top. So we've got quite a variety. You've got little ones, you have big ones. I think I'm want to use some of the little ones on the side. So we're just gonna pop those over there for the time being. So I'm just kind of gonna place these wherever they need to go. You could do, I'm pretty sure, alternating. You can alternate some colors. You can space them out as evenly as you want. If you want all of them on top, you could do that. This doesn't quite look right to me. So I'm gonna do that. Move that over there. And we're gonna put this one here, another small one there. And I'm gonna put this little one there, move that one out, do that here. And then maybe this yellow one over here. Okay, so now it looks like string lights, right? And that's the whole point. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these down. And I'm gonna take my tacky glue, and I'm just gonna pick this up. And, well, it would work if my tacky glue would come out of the bottle. It will eventually. Oh, there it is. Okay, and you're just gonna squeeze like that much out and stick it on there. And this tacky glue is gonna dry clear. It's not gonna be a big deal. Maybe use a little less glue than I did. Yeah, like that much. We don't need much. And we're just gonna put them down. And it's gonna look really cute with just brown paper. There's that. All right. And I just want to remind everybody, but while I'm doing this, we still have plenty of kits. So if you want to come and get one, go right ahead. They're one per family. And they have all sorts of stuff like this in there. So you can do some fun crafts with your family and decorate some Christmas presents. Fun story. My parents, when I was little, actually up until I was an adult, would do our Christmas presents for me and my brother in alternating wrapping paper. So we would figure out whose wrapping paper was whose. I don't know how we did this, but there were never any names on the presents, so it drove us crazy because there were so many presents under the tree, and we never knew whose they were until Christmas Day, and Mom pointed out which wrapping paper belonged to which child, and then we knew whose it was. So, okay, now that I'm almost done with the top, I'm going to show you guys. You do this on the sides too if you wanted to, but I think it looks fine the way it is. But I'll show you how to do it on the sides too, I guess. You know, I'm not running out of glue, it's just being difficult. Okay, so like if you wanted to do this on the side, I would personally wait till the top dried and then tilt it over. Like, they're not going anywhere now, but that's how it looks like, and I think it looks pretty cool. But you would just take and put this on its side and just put your puff balls on the side here and decorate that as well. So you have like a kind of a 3D effect on your present. All right, so moving on to the next one. I hope you guys love that one. I enjoy that one a lot. So if anybody has any spare buttons around, or, you know, they're in your pack. The next one we're gonna do is the buttons. I'm gonna show you guys how to decorate with buttons. You would think it's kind of counterintuitive, buttons, why? But this is really cute. And there's a picture in your instruction packet. So that's the picture in your instruction packet, and it's super cute. Look at that, we're gonna make ornaments out of buttons. I love that. So for this, I'm gonna turn my present to the side. They did it on a card. You can definitely do this on Christmas cards too. You can do that on Christmas cards. So they did it on a card, but we're gonna do it this way. For this, you're gonna need your wrapping paper, your tape, your glue, and a marker. I'm gonna use a thinner one. It's just a thin pen because it looks like it's a little thinner in that picture. So, and then the buttons are provided in the kit, and we have all these different types of buttons, different colors. And I'm gonna start with our bigger ones. And I'm gonna put the flattest surface on the package because it's gonna give it more surface area to stick to instead of the raised surface. So I'm just gonna honestly put all my buttons on here, and I'm going to, let's get rid of the sequin. I'm going to actually just scoop them all and put them on here, and we'll see. So the point is to place them kind of evenly. This one only has 7 on there. You could do a lot more than that. And I am gonna do a lot more than that, I think. I'm gonna do it all over, so it looks kind of fun. I'm just gonna make sure I have room for a line to go straight up from each button, which is proving to be a little bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I may not have to use all these buttons. Okay, I'm gonna put this one, well, I think, honestly, I think that's enough. I'm just gonna put them there, and I'll work with what I got. So, and I'm just guessing as to where they would look the best. I'm just kind of keeping them in the same general area. Move that one up a little bit, and this one. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take my Sharpie from the last one, and I'm just going to, except for where the clear ones are, I'm just gonna put a little dot right here where it should go, because that's gonna be covered up with glue anyway. So we're gonna put a little dot there, and I'm gonna put it back there so I remember where it went. I changed my mind. I'm gonna put it where the clear ones are. Just so I know, just in case something happens. Okay. Great. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions that you love to share? If so, please drop them in the comments. I'd love to read them. Okay, so I think I've marked them all. Yeah, marked them all. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna glue them down, but before I do that, I'm gonna move them away again. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my line because I want my line to connect to the button. And just gonna draw a line straight up. I'm terrible at drawing a straight line. I would grab a ruler, and I'm gonna draw a little bow. If I can manage to draw a bow, that'd be great. I'm terrible at drawing. Don't follow my example, but if you're good at drawing, that's awesome. So I'm just gonna do that. Not gonna do a bow for every one of them. I'm gonna draw straight up, and be careful not to pierce through the wrapping paper. Okay, so this one's a little off. That's okay. I'm just gonna draw this way and up there. Again, I can't draw a straight line, but that's okay. Lost a button. Up again. I might go back and draw some bows on some of them. And I made another hole. That's okay. Nobody can see what the president is with that little hole. And I'll reconfigure where to put these because I've knocked them all off with my scrunchie. All right. That one's a little off too. Let's go that way. Okay. And so I'm just gonna kind of draw a couple little bows. If you're more artistically inclined than I am, go right ahead. And I'm just kind of doing with the paper, the picture and there shows. I draw bows terrible. So there are a couple bows on the string. Okay, let me fetch my buttons that I knocked off. Just kind of rearrange them, put them back on their little dots. Put that one there, and this one there, that one there, and that one there. That can go there. That can go there. That one there. And that one there. Am I missing any? Yes, I am. I'm missing one. Oh, let's do the flower. Okay. All right. Like I said, flat side down. Okay. I don't think I'm missing any. All right. Now I'm going to do it again with this. We're going to take this. I'm just going to pick up a button. And I'm going to put, it's probably a better idea to put a tiny dot of glue on the paper. So you have something to stick the button to. I put the cap on the glue. Take the cap off the glue. And a tiny dot, smaller than that. We don't want the button to be flooded. Okay, and you can't even see that black dot. I did. So, tiny dot again. This bottle's a little hard to control, but that's okay. Little dot again. Okay, that was better. Good, because it's a very small button. All right. You're just gonna keep doing this until you have them all glued down. And you can do this with less amount of buttons. I just felt like using a lot of them. There's plenty in the kit for you to choose from. If you want it all green, you could do all green. If you want it all clear or white, you can use your own buttons if you have a bunch of buttons in your house. You do what you want to do. It's the whole point of this. Okay. All right. It doesn't take that long either. It took me about 10 minutes or so to wrap the presents individually with the paper, and I'm really bad at wrapping, so there's that. And then just a couple minutes to do this. And I think it looks pretty cute. And in the picture, it has a little Merry Christmas, and I'm gonna go ahead and write that on here as well, just to complete it, make it look more complete. You could use a thicker marker, you could use bigger buttons. It would probably look really good with bigger buttons and maybe a smaller package too, but I just had this one, and this one's flipped the wrong way. It's okay. All right. Now I'm gonna put the cap back on because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to take my Sharpie, well, not the Sharpie, and I'm gonna write Merry Christmas. Okay. Honestly, my handwriting's terrible, but that's okay. So that is our kind of finished product. You could use a thicker marker, but that's kind of what it looks like. And I think it looks really cute. And that is our first session. So these two are what we did. Our lovely string lights and our buttons. And I think they look pretty cute. I think they're gonna spruce up our tree over here. We're gonna put them underneath there so you guys can see them every session video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys will come in and get some of our craft packets so you can follow along and do this with us. I'm so excited to do these, and we have plenty more to do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.